Welcome to Take Charge 1, Habits, Values and Obstacles. So the first topic of conversation looks at you are in control, because you are actually in control of your results through power of nutrition, mindset and your actions. By consciously choosing what you consume, you fuel your body with the nutrients it needs to function optimally, supporting your physical and mental health. Now, a positive and resilient mindset actually empowers you to tackle challenges and stay motivated, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. And your actions are driven by clear goals and consistent efforts, which will directly shape the outcome that you want to achieve. If you eat healthy, you are going to perform to the highest standard. Whereas if you eat less nutritious foods, then your body's actually going to start to break down. When you actually align your nutrition and your mindset and your actions, you create a synergistic effect that propels you towards success and fulfillment. That is what you need to become a master when it comes to your goals. So we now need to look at something called the problem-solution cycle, because when we take a look at obstacles in particular, the problem-solution cycle is a helpful tool to overcome them. And it works just as well in health and fitness as it would in business. We all face obstacles like not having enough time, struggling with motivation, or having access to the right resources. The first step is recognizing these issues. Once you've actually identified these challenges or defined them, what's the problem you are dealing with? We then need to brainstorm solutions and put a plan of action in place. For example, it could be creating a fitness plan that fits within your unique schedule. The fact that you didn't have time before, but you're able to block in a 30 to 60 minute workout and achieve your goals with the activities that you enjoy. But here's the important part. It doesn't stop there. Once you've actually brainstormed a possible solution, you're going to check in on how things are going. If you actually hit a roadblock or things aren't working as expected, that's okay. It's not failure. It's an opportunity to make adjustments and get better. So this cycle isn't about exercise and eating right. It's about taking care of your mental, but also your emotional well-being, and actually managing stress, staying positive, and being mindful, which all play a role in your health. So the problem-solution cycle isn't a one-time fix. It's actually an ongoing process that you can use every single day, because you could be smart and adaptable in your approach to health and fitness. It actually helps you to turn obstacles into chances for growth and improvement, making you in charge of your own well-being. And with this mindset, it's not just working towards being healthy, it's helping you learn, helping you grow, and helping you thrive. So the next time you have an obstacle thrown at you, I want you to define what that problem is that you're dealing with. Perhaps it's weight loss, right? Then you want to brainstorm as many possible solutions as you can. Something that you might have done when you were younger is draw a mind map. So I want you to put that problem in the middle and draw out left, right, and center as many different solutions as you can. The craziest ones seem to be the ones that work, and then pick and implement a solution. So it could be a case that for weight loss, you do endless hours of cardio, but then you may not have enough time to spend with your family, your friends, your partner. We could focus on a calorie deficit, so eating less and moving more. We could also focus on completing 10,000 steps every single day. We pick and implement one to begin with. So let's focus on a calorie deficit, eating less than what my body needs, and it's spending more energy through neat activities, such as steps, not necessarily 10,000, but a goal that is realistic. Let's say 7,000 steps. So I'm now eating less than my maintenance, and I'm completing around 7,000 steps every single day. I've reviewed the results, and as a matter of fact, I'm actually losing 0.5 to 1 kilo per week. It's as simple as that. It's almost like going back to the drawing board and ticking and crossing what works well, and what do we need to work on, and what do we need to swap out. Now, there's going to be many external obstacles that life throws at you, especially when we navigate the path of health and fitness, because we need to confront these external obstacles and factors, which means they're beyond your control. So it's typically things outside of your control, such as other people's actions, other people's behavior, what other people think of you. Life is inherently unpredictable, and challenges such as work demands, family obligations, unexpected events can actually disrupt your fitness routine. So when you go to the gym, when you eat nutritious meals, are you actually eating on meal prep, or is it a case that you've got a family gathering? Other things that we can consider, like the weather conditions, access to fitness facilities, or financial constraints, they can play a massive role, but the biggest one that I typically see is what other people think of you for starting a fitness journey. We need to actually recognize and acknowledge that these external obstacles is the first step in effectively achieving them. You can't control what other people think of you, but what you can control is how you respond to that and keep moving forward. So whilst you might not have control over certain aspects of your environment, you do have control over how you respond to them. And this is why a flexible mindset is crucial, allowing you to adapt in your health and your fitness goals and actually accommodate any changes that you're working towards. Now, strategies for overcoming external obstacles do include finding alternative workout options. So if it's a case that you can't control the weather, it's now lashing down with rain or snow, and you're unable to get to the gym, then you can complete a workout from home. That's very, very simple. Then we could also look at outdoor activities as well. So if it's a case that you don't have a mode of transport and you can't get to the gym, or perhaps your gym is closed, then you can use nature as one call to be able to increase your total physical activity time and engage in your health and your fitness goals. Now, by embracing a variety of workout formats, that adds versatility, and it also provides options that suit various time constraints as well, and environmental. So what we need to start doing is building a support network, which can be immensely valuable. People that actually support you, guide you, and motivate you, rather than people that actually discourage what you're doing. The saying is, you are the 5 people that you surround yourself with, whether you like it or not. We conform to behaviors based on social suggestion. So it could be a case that you align your health goals with your family or your friends to support you, guide you, and even motivate you. Now, this is something that I designed myself, and it's something that I think about on a regular basis, because coaches, friends, your family, they are an integral pillar or ladder of support in your journey towards achieving your goals. Now, your goals are just on the other side of this wall. In terms of coaches, we provide expert guidance, personalized strategies, and constructive feedback to help you stay on track, climb that ladder, and scale the wall. Friends, camaraderie, they offer encouragement, a sense of shared experience. It makes the process more enjoyable and less isolating. So having someone to hold the base of that ladder and keep you stable is significantly important for scaling that ladder and also going over the wall. In terms of your family, they provide unconditional love and a stable foundation, cheering you on through every triumph and also every setback. And together, these support systems create a robust network that not only enhances your resilience, but amplifies your motivation. So when you start a health and fitness journey, try not to scale this ladder on your own, as it might topple from side to side and you'll never be able to get over the wall. But instead, align your health goals with people that support you, guide you, and motivate you. Get them to hold the base so that you can see linear progression and actually progress day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, seeing that actual progress come to real life, and then you're able to overcome any obstacle that life throws at you and achieve your goals on the other side of this wall. We've also got internal obstacles. So these are obstacles that stem from our own thoughts and our own emotions. These internal barriers can actually significantly impact our health if they're not addressed properly. To mitigate these effects, it is essential to find alternative ways to manage and overcome them. So we got things like relaxation exercises, breathing exercises. They're powerful tools in this regard. They help to calm the mind and also the body. They help to reduce stress and promote a sense of well-being. Things like mindfulness and practices which look at calming the breath are increasingly popular for managing both internal feelings and external challenges. And when we're actually present and fully engage with the moment, mindfulness helps us to gain a perspective, enhance our emotion, our regulation, and approach obstacles with a clearer, more balanced mindset. So this is an activity that you can do in your own time, but it's a breathing exercise that helps to alleviate any sort of stress on the body and helps your mind, body, and soul feel centered so that you're present in that moment. So what I'd like you to do is feel free to take a screenshot, and I actually want you to get someone else to read this out to you. Head upstairs to your bed, or perhaps find somewhere comfortable in the house, close your eyes, focus on deep breaths for around 10 to 20 breaths, and then I want them to start this breathing exercise with you and actually run through that script in their own time. And then I want you to make a mental note of how you feel post activity. But this is definitely something that I do myself on a regular basis, just to calm the mind, the body, and also the soul, and to alleviate any stress. Moving on, we're going to take a look at habits, and habit is something that you do almost automatically. It's a regular or a repeated way of behaving, and many health habits are particularly challenging to break because the healthier choice is often less immediately gratifying than the unhealthy one. For example, a chocolate bar versus an apple. 9 times out of 10, you'll probably go for the chocolate bar because it contains sugary refined carbohydrates, and within its ingredients, it also contains a specific ingredient which helps to upregulate your hunger hormones. However, when you do eat nutritious food and you get into a habit of doing that, the thought of a chocolate bar on the odd occasion is okay, but you wouldn't repeatedly have it. And that's just being able to train the mind and also the neural pathways with this particular skill or this particular behavior. So when we actually understand the automatic nature of a habit, something that we just do automatically, such as brushing our teeth when we get up in the morning, that can help us to develop strategies to replace detrimental behaviors with beneficial ones, leading to improved health and well-being. So my mission is to help you break as many bad habits as possible. My vision is to help you improve on habits during Clean the Palate Phase 1. There we focus on habits, values, and obstacles, the title of today's session. And then my goal is to help you see it as a lifestyle change rather than a chore, because it has to be habitual. It has to fit within your unique lifestyle. Otherwise, you're not able to commit to that long term. Research has shown that it does take around 21 days to form a habit, around 60 days to let that habit mature, and then 90 days to bulletproof it. So here's an example of some helpful habits. Having a shower, then going out for a walk after I get back from work. Just that change in environment and also change in body temperature can actually help to reset specific pathways within the body and also in the mind to be able to get those steps in post-work, especially if you were feeling tired, lethargic, fatigued, having to sit behind a desk all day. Another is taking a break from the computer and stretching your legs for a few minutes. Sometimes behind the computer, you're not able to focus as well as you'd like to, so even just differentiating between different environments, getting up for a few minutes, moving around, stretching your body, we now know from a physiological standpoint that can increase glucose transportation from the blood into the cell 7 to 20 times more compared to resting conditions. And of course, you're able to switch off from that work, you're able to focus on something else, and then when you come back, we've got that reset in that mind connection to be able to increase your productivity. Unhelpful habits could be flopping down on the sofa after getting back from work. We all know that the sofa involves perhaps Netflix, some good food, or you may even fall asleep. Now, the harsh reality is, if you continue to do that and if you continue to stay within that unhelpful habit, you're simply not going to be able to get your steps in. Therefore, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis expenditure is going to be low and you're not going to drop body fat if that's a goal of yours. Snacking on chocolate whilst at the computer. We actually want to be present with the activity that we are doing. So if you are eating, again, differentiate the environment, sit at kitchen table. If you're working, sit at your desk, or if you are watching television, or if you're at the gym, please focus on that task at hand rather than any sort of technological device or a distraction method such as eating for the sake of eating whilst you're watching something on television. So how do we go about changing our habits? It comes down to consistency. That's key when we want to establish a habit. It's really important to keep it regular, day in, day out. That's the only way a habit will truly take root in your routine. And I want you to remember to celebrate your progress along the way by rewarding yourself for your efforts. So when you're trying to break an old habit, it's not enough to simply just stop. It's not as easy as that. You actually need to replace that new habit with a new behavior to fill the gap. So this prevents the old habit from sneaking back in. We want to be gentle with yourself. We want to give yourself enough time and space for these changes to become second nature. Habits don't just form overnight. They require patience and persistence. So stay consistent, reward yourself, replace old habits with new ones, and remember that change takes time. That's why clean the palate, phase 1, does take around 4 to 8 weeks, depending on the type of individual that you are, and also the goals and the habits that you've ticked off. To close today's session, we're going to look at values, because values, like the compass in our life, they give us a sense of direction, the way that you want to head in. And there is a deeper meaning behind your transformation and your core values, because they will give you that clear direction and that purpose as we set those meaningful goals. They will illuminate the path forward, guiding us towards that objective that resonate deeply with us. So if you want to drop 10 kilos of body fat to reduce any long-term health complications associated with cardiovascular disease because it's inherited within your family so that you can spend more time with your kids or even your grandkids, that is definitely something that you truly value. For me, I absolutely love to travel, so being able to travel the world and actually explore different cultures and also different scenic routes, that is something that's really important to me. So to be able to help you and also travel the world behind my computer, my laptop, is something that I truly value. Then we've got motivation and resilience. Goals that align with our values hold a special power. They actually ignite a fire within us. They fuel our motivation and they fortify resilience in the face of challenges. Consistency and integrity, that's pretty much our moral framework. So shaping the goals as we set the actions that we take. When we align our goals with our principles, we are consistent and we are integral in that behavior, ensuring that our actions are in harmony with our beliefs. And then finally, we get a sense of fulfillment and growth. When we achieve our goals and we're grounded in our values, that's going to yield massively fulfillment and supports our ongoing personal growth journey. It's not just about a checkbox being ticked every single day, but it is a testament to our alignment with what truly matters, propelling us forward on the path to becoming the best possible version of ourselves.